30 seconds. Mic check, camera check. Ten seconds, everyone, places. 3, 2, 1, and we are live.
Hey, good evening. How's everybody doing this evening? This is, of course, the Shatt Show. I've had a real wild weekend. Y'all may have to excuse me when I say wild. It has been, it's been a fairly wild weekend. Mother-in-law, she got out of the hospital yesterday and having a little difficulty with her oxygen and stuff. So, if I break away, that might be the reason why I walked away. Checking up on her. Waiting on my wife to come home. She's coming home from work in a little while. So she'll take over or take control, that is. But anyway, got our guest in the green room waiting around. I just wanted to say a little bit beforehand about community, and I tried my best to do a pre-recorded message over the weekend. Tried 6 times, failed all 6 times. There was no editing any of this. I even tried to edit one of them and just gave up. Just that's how wild of a weekend it was. But I'm gonna go ahead and shoot from the hip and go ahead and speak what I want to speak real quick, and then we'll bring our guest in. You know, y'all seen me at Minefield a few times. I've met a lot of people and everything. I felt a little bit of the community, and I've had a great time. I've laughed. Man, I've laughed with some of these great guys, great people, great ladies too. I started flying drones back in 2018, and I basically started with the little SEMAs where you had to fly it yourself. No GPS, none of that. It really taught me how to actually fly it. Then I moved to different other drones and stuff, but that's not really what I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to talk about how I felt the community down at South Florida Drone Meetup. I want to say there's about 150 to 160 people down there, pilots, professional pilots. All of us are professionals. No matter if you just started out yesterday and you're learning, you're still professional in my eyes. There's a lot of great content, but on the community portion of it, Saturday at the meetup, we were leaving out, and Lawrence and Herman, they were just sitting there at the bench, and I said, "Hey, y'all got a ride?" Because I knew they didn't drive. And they said, "Yeah, man, you know, we'll ride with you." And so we're heading out, and my messenger went off, and it was Ray Kelly. And I answered, "Hey, Mr. Kelly, what's up?" Well, it was Maddie. And he says, "Hey, man, did you happen to leave a Mini 4 Pro here?" And I was like, "My bag's back there." And I went, "Oh, damn, it's not in the bag. I left it." That's number one community. Thank you, Maddie. I really do appreciate it. Number 2, Sunday, we had 2 different meets, or, you know, people were going different directions. One of them, the FPV guys were going to a smokestack, and the other guys were going to do some cinematic stuff at different locations. One of them being the Refuge over in Stewart. Well, I was heading toward my car, and Ray goes, "Hey, Phil, where are you going?" I said, well, I was going to go to Refuge and I'll see y'all over there. And he goes, no, you're riding with me. So we rode around, rode over to the Refuge. We talked about our wives, our children, and what we, where we work at, where we used to work at, stuff like that, where we've been, Italy, I was telling him about Italy, but we learned a lot about each other. And after that day, you know, it was just, that's when I really felt like, hey, it's more than community, it's family. We're all family. We all get along. We may disagree on some certain things, but we still agree on one thing. We love to fly and we love getting up in the air. We love getting that great shot. Ray, appreciate it, man. You're a stand-up guy. We really are. Scott, I think, said it on his show last week about Ray being an ambassador. Well, I totally agree. He's the ambassador. He's also the CEO of South Florida Drone Meetup. And yes, Ray, I will be back next year. That is for sure. And I'll probably end up bringing my wife with me too. But anyway, we got some. Oh, where'd he go? Oh, he's there. He's there. He had some difficulty. He goes, "Am I not there?" And I'm like, "No. Are you trying to trick me with something? Because you can do that." But here's a guy right here. What do you say, Mr. Boshart?
Try to trick you. What do you think my life? It's just fun and games and puns and practical jokes?
No, not you. You would never do that, would you?
No. I was having some technical difficulties. It's because I was on last night with Uncle Bill. It's just every time I go on and use the camera, and when I shut her down, I don't shut it right down. But to reuse it, I think I need to reboot to set everything.
And I found that out the other day. Same things. It's mainly StreamYard.
Yeah. Well, no, I think it's I use a Hero GoPro 10 as my webcam, and I've got it in a media mod. Well, I think it's not connecting right, and it's a little shoddy. So I think that's half my problem. The other half is, well, me. So.
Oh, well, how's your day going? And I noticed you had a really good Father's Day yesterday.
Yes, I had a great day. As far as today goes, they called it for super hot and humidity up here, and they weren't lying. I spent pretty much all day in the house. We're having a fella build me a fence and a deck, so I went and checked up on him. But I did a lot of recording today, so I had to I had to be the cameraman for Uncle Extra Medium and all his video shoots today.
How'd that work out?
Well, let's just say I saw some things I wasn't too impressed with.
All right. Well, it used to be a family show.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah. And as far as yesterday for Father's Day goes, it was great. I drove all the way back home to pick up a buddy, and then we went into Toronto to watch the Blue Jay game.
You wrote me the Grand Slam.
Yeah, and I got a foul ball.
Hell yeah.
My first one. It came right to me. Right off the bat, I'm going, holy crap, that's coming my way. We got closer and closer. I said, I'm not even going to have to move. And I just, boom, right there.
You shouldn't have moved. You should just let it hit you, bounce off the head into the kid's hand.
That's just it. I didn't wear a hat. My bald spot is burnt. Holy crap, is it sore?
I bet. Well, you heard a little bit of my story.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about that with the mother-in-law. It's I've been there, done that. I know it's rough.
it's been quite an event this weekend, and I got to the point where I wasn't even going to go there. But we didn't sleep much last night. She kept on taking her oxygen off when she went to the bathroom and not putting it back on, and it was dropping. So I'm probably going to end up having to take a little bit of time tomorrow to watch her a little bit. But anyway, and thank you, Dennis. I appreciate that. I'm kind of crisscrossing the chat too. So if I don't get to y'all, I'm sorry. It's been crazy.
Yeah, it puts a lot of strain in every
Oh yeah. But and I wanted to talk about my dad and everything too. But I said no, I ain't going there. I've had enough this weekend. So he's no longer with us. As I was 19 when he passed. So I just don't want to go there. But anyway, on to you. We crossed paths on Ken's show.
Yeah.
And basically I had the poot and you had the jokes. You did. I mean, when was that? I mean, I was about 3 years ago. When did you start, Ken?
Yeah,
it was about 3 years ago, wasn't it?
It was a long time ago. I don't even remember the date.
You started sending him stuff, and
yeah, well, it was. I've mentioned the story before, but maybe some of you haven't heard. But when I started getting involved in drones, to learn about them, to know what's going on, you hit the internet, and I see this guy, and he's funny and he's my age-ish, and so I found out he had some streams.
He's white haired. He's white haired.
Well, gray. I got no problem saying I'm old. And he had a live stream on Thursday night. So I said, what the hell? So I watched it, and his co-host was kind of a funny guy. And you can see he's got the gift of gab, that DJ kind of repertoire, and just telling stupid dad jokes. And I said, well, I'm a dad and I'm stupid. So I thought I'd make a video of a joke and sent it to him. Well, lo and behold, he played it. So I said, I'll try it again. So the next week I did it again, and he played it again. And I said, this is kind of fun. So I kept sending him, and he kept playing it. And then it became a thing, the weekly Boshart. And then he went to the bi-weekly Boshart when he started going every second week. So, yeah. And then just through that, and then, contacting and you mentioned it when you were talking about the community. Everybody is just so giving and wonderful and kind, and it's like it is family. You just start chatting, and just through seeing people on TV, I'll be the media of YouTube. You get to know people, and then you get fabulous venues to go and meet these people.
Yeah.
And now this was my second one that I've went to, and wow, just a lot of fun and great times and eats and drinks. Although I didn't have much to drink this year, I wasn't feeling too well with my kidney stones. But
yeah, I knew that was bugging you.
Yeah, and just last year meeting so many people, and then this year meeting new people, and seeing Lloyd. I can't stress enough on how happy and glad many people were to see him out and about and enjoying himself.
Yes, most definitely. Because and it was my first time ever meeting him. Probably same for you too.
Absolutely.
And it was me and him sat on the park bench many a day and smoked a cigarette together. And basically just he reminds me of somebody in my family, and I just can't picture it yet. But I thought about that when I was sitting there talking to him that day. but he was telling me about his wife and everything, and it just, you know, we had a prayer vigil in a way, basically just, you know, about his wife
Yeah.
and stuff. And I can be sentimental sometimes, and sometimes I can be overboard sentimental. And when I get overboard sentimental, y'all need to tell me to get out of your face. So, but you know, your son came down with you.
Yeah, yeah, that was a big treat. I wanted a little bit of a hurrah with him, so I was glad he was able to join me.
Yeah, and he plays in a band, correct?
Well, he did. It was shortly before we went down to Florida that his current band is no longer. So he was having a bit of a hard time with that. So it was good for him to get away and a little bit of a release. And not
Hey,
even about music. So
well, and it warmed my heart, man, to see both of y'all together, because you know it's something. My son, he's like 33 now, so I'm like, okay, you know, you want to go down to Florida? What's down there?
yeah, well, Jordan's 32, and you know it's funny. Ever since high school, I've made the wrong choices. But ever since high school, the only thing I really knew what I wanted was a son, and so it's great to have something in common. I don't play any instruments, so there's no way I can help him in that department. But we got the love of the drone hobby, so we've got a bond there.
Well, let's say hello to some people. I don't know where they're all at, but here they are. I couldn't find them. Dennis Lovelady, of course, and CT Pirate. Johnny, hey buddy, and hey, Jim Boshart's in here. Wow, man,
No, he left.
that is great. Ronnie, God bless America. Thank you, sir. Flynn, Flying Flynn, Flying Flynn. Anyway, Scotty, Jack Rabbit. Let's see, anybody is. I think
Alex,
I'm all. Alex, hey Alex, how's it going there? Mayor of Miami.
Johnny Drone Flyer was here for a bit. Not sure if he's still here.
Let's see. Ronnie's still in the house, looks like.
East Coast Thrills.
I wonder who that is. East Coast Thrills.
I'm bad with names, so I'm not quite sure. I don't remember.
I am too. I've been looking at some of these other shows, and basically when somebody mentions a name, I type it down, and I've lost the list. I've got about 40 names on there. I was like, where'd it go? But just not doing good.
East Coast is Dusty. He's from Florida.
Oh, okay. Hey, Dusty. We probably crossed paths at South Florida Drone Meetup.
I remember as One Vision Aerial.
Oh.
He's had a couple of different branding changes.
Well, not many people know mine. My alter ego is Flea Flicker. So they don't really, I'd get on Ken's show and he'd go, Flea Flicker, thank you. He'd kind of scratch his head. Yeah. But anyway, that's out. Oh, that's out now. So I was going to throw maybe an invite out there and see if anybody wants to join the show as soon as I find out where I'm at, where I'm going.
That must be a lot of fun going out and doing a remote with Ken. I mean, seeing him there last year and actually meeting him for the first time was a big kick out of for me. But
yeah,
to be part of one of his videos, that'd be a lot of fun.
Well, he comes down to Birmingham a good bit. I haven't been. Me and him haven't crossed paths in probably about 6 months now. It's a lot going on between everything.
Sure.
And every time he'd say, "Hey, I'm coming down to Birmingham," and I go, "Well, I'm off to Atlanta," or something like that. So, Let's see if anybody wants to come on in to the stream and everything. Ken is so much fun.
Yeah.
Adventure with. Yeah,
Hi,
he is, Drone Rob.
hi, Rob. Yeah, you've been in a lot lately with him too. So going through that tunnel there for that long travel.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That was a cool one.
Yeah, Rob on his e-bike and Ken flying the drone through.
I say, no, not me.
What?
Not snakes.
Uh, snakes? Where?
Behind you. So while we're sitting here waiting around, I pulled some stuff. You can let's see what we got. This is one.
Holy, listen.
You sent me this one today. I was like, oh my word.
That's bath time fun at its finest.
I was like, oh wow. Of course you've got
Whoever called it blue balls and not tummy ache sure missed a great opportunity there.
What's the matter with you?
Yeah, that's TikTok. Oh. Those are the jokes you won't see on Ken's show.
Right. Yeah. I mean, and I didn't see it on his show. Now, I did see something on your page that I really liked at the very end of Ken's show. I decided, well, I'm not going to show any of Ken's, but I like this.
Yeah, that's what started it all.
And then this. Of course, being Father's Day yesterday, got this.
Father's Day, just another day. I forgot all about that one.
I didn't. I found it.
That was a couple of Father Days ago.
Yeah, that's kind of like me yesterday.
And it's really strange because I thought parenting ended at conception.
Uh-oh. The Batmobile's going off.
Oh.
Is that the bat call on your watch?
Oh, yeah, just notification letting me know that Grumpy Vlogger's going to be on in 30 minutes, so we got to hurry up and wrap this shit up.
Okay.
Just kidding.
No, I really do appreciate you coming in and
thanks for the invite.
Hanging out and everything, because basically we could put Shatt, what is it? Shatt and Shart.
Shatt and Shart Show.
It's either you shatted or I sharted.
Yeah.
Is that how it goes, or is it the other way around?
I don't know, but with Ken with that grade 6 humor, as soon as he hears a Shatt and a Shart, he just pisses his pants.
He's got it. And hey, if you come down to Minefield, we'll have that.
Well, yeah, I'm still working on that. I'm not sure how that's going to go, but
yeah, no.
We'll see what happens.
We got a few more months, so I hope it'll work out that you can come down. That would be great. And just don't call the Sunrise Hotel right there at the site itself. She answers the phone. She goes, something. And I turn around and I say, oh, yes, ma'am. I'm looking for a room. Okay. And I go, she go, when? I said, in August. Oh, no. You need to call back in August. And I go, what? Yeah. Too soon. Soon.
1 week at a time reservations.
And I'm like, what, y'all rent by the hour?
Yeah. Can't plan ahead that far. Not sure where she's going to be.
Tell me about it. Well, I thought I'd just have my second show do this and see you, and because man, it was such a pleasure to meet you. down at South Florida drone
Pretty
meet.
cool.
Yeah, that was really cool. All those people.
Yeah, a
Just
lot of people there.
a
Wow.
lot of people.
Every year it's getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, let's see how next year's probably going to be close to 200 the way it's going. So, and for sure, I'm going to be there. Probably end up bringing my wife too. So,
Oh, I thought you wanted to have some fun.
all right, she ain't going to watch this show.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Hey, we got somebody in the green room. Da da da.
Oh my word.
Well, Jim, you're right, man. Don't bring the wife if you want to have fun. You spin up, man. Those guys were having so much fun. Of course, I would get to go to the event, and then I'd have to go back, and we'd go eat barbecue, which was good. But then we had to go do wife events, while they were out there flying drones. They were flying the parking garage and the Walmart and everything else. I was like, man, I kept watching all those videos, so I sure wish I was there. So
we're looking at going to Spain next year, and I'm talking her into it, and she goes, well, how many days is the drone meet up? And I said 5. And she went, why don't you just go? And I was, that wouldn't be fair. I mean, we're talking Spain. It's not like, why don't you just go to Tennessee?
Hey, Philip, you said you went to Italy, I heard, right?
Yes.
Did you
We
go
went to where?
Where'd you go?
We went to Rome, Florence, and Venice.
The big 3.
Did you by any chance go swimming in the canal?
No, but I smelt it.
Well, I went swimming in it.
Oh my word! How?
I made a wrong step, and next thing I know, I was in the daggum drink.
Is that
I was waiting on the gondola ride, and I decided I wanted to look around the corner to see if he was there. And boom, that last step was slick.
Is that the Poop River?
I don't know, man. I shot out of the thing so fast. I was in it and out of it. The sad thing is when I got out, they said, well, where's your cell phone? I said, well, I don't even know if I had it. And I went checking all my pockets and stuff. Well, we saw you holding it in your hand before you went in. Well, I said, I guess it's in the drink, and I'm sitting there trying to figure out what I'm going to do. And lo and behold, the gondola guy came back, and I asked him, I said, well, how deep is it? 6 feet. I can do 6 feet. I tell him what happened. He said, well, if you do it, he says, you don't want a crowd. He said, make sure you let the crowd leave before you go do this. And then he says, if you see the cops, disappear, because it is against the law to basically be in the water. And I asked him, I said, well, what's the penalty? He said, about $2,500. So I had to go back in, and I got my daggone phone. I mean, I literally dove in, got it, and got out. So, yeah.
You're an Olympic caliper canal swimmer, Scott.
Yeah, I know it. Oh, John's been harassing me about it ever since. But I took every bit of his advice too. It's funny because when I fell in, there was a crowd there when I came out, and somebody's reaching right down to pull me out. Because actually, I don't know how I would have got out without it. And when I let the crowd dissipate, I went back in, and man, by the time I was coming out again, there was a big crowd again. And again, some guy was right there to reach down and pull me out. And of course, I got my phone, took one shot of a picture, and then we took off through the crowd to get out of there. So anyway.
So I take it you liked Venice except for the water facilities. Would you say that?
I'm gonna tell you, to be the truth of the matter is, me and my wife did not enjoy Italy as well. Don't get me wrong, loved what I got to see, but the crowds were just unbelievable. There was too many people. We figured out about Venice is, okay, don't even waste your time between 9 and 10 or 3 o'clock because there's so many people. Wall to wall people, and you're walking like this, and you can't get anywhere. And it's like, but if you come out after 3 o'clock, then it's the way it should be. You can kind of roam through the streets, see what's going on. You want to stop in a little cafe and eat, you can do that. But from 3 to 9, 10 o'clock, it was nice. But man, during the day, it was just a nightmare. And you know, they've got so many people are bussing in there now just to go to Venice, and they're like daytimers. And yeah, so see, yeah, Johnny didn't like it.
Johnny got COVID.
But you know what I have discovered about America, you know, they talk about the food too. And don't get me wrong, the food was okay, but what I see is America takes everybody else's food and improves on it. And I think we have better food because of that. You know, our pizza's different, but guess what? Pizza started there, I guess, or something.
Well, that's the reason why we're so fat, you know.
That's true. That's true. But if you go listen to history and stuff, you'll find out, well, this was an Italian that started this, and then he had to Americanize it, so he put meatballs on it. They don't have meatballs, you know. So, hey, Dennis.
Hey, Dennis. What's going on?
Not much. I got the app installed, no problem at all. So that's cool.
Sorry about that. I don't know.
Don't be sorry. There's no reason to be sorry. I just I've been joining StreamYards for years with Rodney without that link, and I joined Scott without that app today. And I don't know. Maybe they just changed something a few minutes ago. I don't know. But
yeah,
anyway.
it was because of me. I called them. I picked up the phone and called StreamYard, and I said, "Hey, Dennis is going to try to get in. I want you to say install this app, but really, I want you to install a BitLocker."
Yeah, well, that's probably what's going on in the background right now. But I'll have Rodney give them a call and reverse all that, so don't worry about it.
I hear you. Well, Jim, Dennis, Jim.
Jim and I met at South Florida Drone Meetup a year ago.
Y'all did? Okay. Yeah.
Jim, you see what I got back there?
No.
See underneath see back there?
No. Make him big, Philip.
Make him big?
Yeah, talk dirty to him. Oh, Canadian flag. That's Gary's flag. There you go.
Yep. Yep, Gary signed that for me.
Yep.
Yep.
See, now I finally do it.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, crap. I can never figure out the camera stuff either. It's always the wrong way. So,
yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, man. All right. Well, let's see. Let's find a couple of more crazies of Jim.
Hi, Don.
Huh?
Don Mudball joined in.
Hey,
Mudball, what's up? I had one. This one. I had.
It's the usual Canadian spring sell-off. Everything's got to go.
Do I?
You see Johnny's comment down there?
Shatt. For who? For Shatt or Shatt?
Shatt.
You know, Rick was handing out awards, you know, so I guess Johnny's renamed the award.
Shatt head. Thank you, Johnny. I appreciate it.
Who is Generic?
Huh?
Generic. That's a good chat. Yep.
That was a good chat. I don't know who Generic is. That, and now when Generic comes across and in the green room, what do I do?
You look for a picture. If you don't recognize
Not a
the
picture. You want a face.
That's what happened.
Not a picture. A moving
Jim
face.
sends me, he's in the green room and all I see is a black screen. And I go, oh no, you ain't going to trick me that way.
At least he wasn't sitting in the bathtub.
That's what I was waiting on.
Yeah, the live stream from the tub. You never know.
Well, so weather-wise, Dennis, I know how your weather is. You're just like mine.
Yes.
100 degrees.
98, 99 degrees today.
My truck never quit off 100 degrees yesterday.
Is that
I
right?
mean, I'm cruising the interstate and it still says 100 degrees.
Wow.
Scott, how's
Same
y'all?
thing. Yeah, we got the same thing. We got a shower late, like at 8, 9 o'clock, and that made a big difference. But yeah, 100 degrees. So
Now, Jim, I asked you.
Yeah, it's hotter than a hooker's doorknob on nickel night. Yeah, it's pretty hot up here and humid as hell today.
I'm glad I pulled you on the show. No regrets. He turned around and he said he was going to take over the show, and I said, well, then it will be my final show.
It's 26 Celsius right now, so, but it's humid as heck.
26.
what is that?
Well,
It's about 78 degrees here, I think.
No, not quite.
Fahrenheit.
I don't think.
Well,
Let's see.
40, 82, yeah.
52.
82?
52.
82. Wow, I was way off.
What 82? It's 82, right?
Ballpark.
What'd you say? 26 degrees Celsius?
Yeah.
2 Fahrenheit. Let's see what it says.
Yeah.
That's 78.8.
How much?
78.8.
Holy jeez, it feels hotter than that.
That's more like what I thought.
But the humidity factor feels like 40.
What?
I'd love to have 78.
Me too.
That's our low right now. It's about 78. So
Not far off.
Let's see. Yeah, right now we're at 89 degrees.
Yeah, we're at 91 right now. Day forecast.
well, y'all are farther
And-
north.
No rain. No rain in sight.
Man, all that wet weather I had, and we are dry as a bone now. It's one extreme to the other.
We're looking at a high on Wednesday of 87 with a low of 67. That's pretty nice.
Now, where are you right now, Dennis?
Atlanta area.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we got our first tropical storm. That's Texas. Texas has got to look out. How about
Chris
that?
Hope. Well, Chris is more inland.
It looks to me like it's going to Mexico. I don't know why they're saying Texas.
Because
That'd make it American. Yeah. Well, no, United States.
What, are you trying to put an American name to this storm?
No, I'm looking. I'm looking at the thing, and it says potential tropical cyclone 1, storm watch of 2024 for Texas coast. But if you look at it, oh wait a minute, yeah, it's hitting Mexico. It's not even hitting Texas.
well, that's not sensational, so they have to change it a little bit.
That's exactly right. Nobody'd click
Yeah.
it if it was.
They got to put Texas so you can click on it.
We're 90 degrees here right now. So
Yeah, why this storm was going to hit Texas? Click here to find out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we lied.
Yeah.
It's not really going to hit Texas. It's headed toward Florida.
Since you're here,
You ever heard of a town called Atlanta?
Vegetable slicer.
We'd like to
I like the
apologize
other
to the
vegetable
former
slicer.
residents of.
Yeah. It's not going to hit here. Well, Dennis, you know how hot it is. Because in the morning times, on Saturdays and Sundays, when I go to watch your sunrise and everything, I'm like, dadgummit, I keep on forgetting he's an hour ahead of me. My cousin does the same thing. She'll come over here and she'll visit with us and everything. And I go, isn't it? I mean, I'm not trying to chase you back to your house over in Powder Springs. I said, I'm not trying to chase you back to your house, but y'all are an hour ahead. And she goes, oh, oh crap, I gotta go. So, and that's why I was trying to figure out on Jim, because you recently just moved, didn't you, Jim?
Yeah, but I'm in the same time zone.
What time zone are you in?
Eastern. Same as Florida, Toronto,
Yeah.
all down the East Coast.
Yeah. So where are you? You're in Ottawa, right?
No, I'm just across the river from Buffalo, and
That would
close
be
to Niagara Falls.
Yeah. Yeah. What is the town though? The city?
My town is called Crystal Beach.
Crystal Beach.
Not Crystal Lake, to get confused with.
I was about to get confused.
I'm confused because you're talking about a beach. Y'all have beaches up there?
Son of a beach.
Aren't you inland? I mean, wouldn't that kind of be inland?
We are the south coast of Canada. And if there's a coast, there's got to be a beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to get a look at that. So, I've been to Maine, went to St. Petersburg, went around to Halifax.
The Great Lakes, Lake Erie.
Yeah.
We're on the North Shore. So we're the South Shore of Canada.
Gotcha.
Yes. Makes sense. So Son of the Beach, have you heard the poem about Tony Perenna, A Son of the Beach?
No, I don't think so. Hi,
Greg.
Greg.
She selled a fish and she selled a crab. Oh, I selled a fish and I selled a crab. I not a so good, I not a so bad. I live on this beach where the seagulls she screech. I'm Tony Perenna, a son of the beach. My friends, they say, Tony, why for you stay here? You make no more money if you sell a beer. I say, I don't care if I never get rich. I'd rather be poor Tony, a son of the beach. Someday when I die and heaven I reach, St. Peter will say, hi, Tony, come in, you son of the beach.
Hey, Harley. FPV, what's going on, man? Oh,
Greg.
Man.
Greg. Yeah, Greg was
Greg.
one of those guys that was having so much fun flying at that spin up while I was with the wife.
Son of a beach.
The good thing is, she went with me on that event, and she says she's done with the drone events. She don't want to go to anymore. So,
oh, well,
The brownie points you made for that, though, Scotty.
Yeah.
Hey,
we had fun. It was good. We ate some good barbecue. That's for sure. It's
those burgers we had at that restaurant, Scott. Remember they were all mixed up.
Yeah.
Who's got what? And basically we had four different orders, or 4 or 5 different orders. And he came and brought these cheeseburgers out, and all of us got cheeseburgers. Thing about it is nobody knew what we had in front of us, and they didn't know either. Is this the one with cheese on? Pickles? Is this the one with this? Yeah, that's it.
Hey, TJ Grady.
Hey, TJ. Good to see you there, sir. I don't know if y'all look at TJ's stuff. He does some great photography.
I'll tell you what, your edit on this opener, that was amazing.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I
that was very good work.
Yeah, that was nice. I felt ashamed now. You know, my
I
uncle
know,
was
me
like,
too. Yeah,
That mean I got to do more?
haven't done that in a while.
It's not going to get any better for me, sir.
I know that feeling.
Okay, well, y'all stick around for the end.
Oh, cool.
Well, I appreciate that.
Well, that was very good.
Well, I was I had a colonoscopy. If y'all need to know, and the night of the prep, I ended up staying up till 3 a.m. in the morning. Well, while I was up, I went ahead and worked on it. I had nothing else to do except for I had 2 jobs, and that was it. Well, I worked on it, and I was like, I wish I could do this all the time. And you know, Dennis, you said it. You know, your best work is what you do, and you feel good about it.
Right.
And I had come 3 o'clock that morning, I had goosebumps on me. And the next day, I turned around and sent it to B-Rad, and he came back and he goes, "Holy crap!" He says, "What are you doing?" So yeah.
That's an amazing. It truly is.
Well, and like you said, you get terabytes of stuff. I mean, I've got hard drives all over this damn place.
That's
And
my
I've got
problem with China. I was using 2 360 cameras. You know, my phone, the drone. I have all of this stuff, and I can't go through it. I mean, it's hard to go through it and say, because there's a lot of junk in there. Of course there is.
Well,
you know,
and you're doing the next thing too. And you're actually doing the next thing, and you're in the next thing, and the next thing you're like, well, what just happened to 4 things ago where I got so much great shots?
Yeah.
What happened to that?
It's hard. And then the 360 is doubly painful, because once you say, okay, this is the shot I want, then you have to convert it. You can't just use that in your video. You have to, and I don't mean to complain. That, you know, it's great technology, but that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. It's really hard to put together anything anymore because I film too much. That's what it is right there.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got so many ideas. I've got little folders sitting on my desktop with ideas and needing more film coverage to put the whole package together. And it's just a lot of snippets everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, I've got a sticky note that says I need more sticky notes.
You can have this pad here. Let's get some sticky notes.
Hey, fax it to me. Go ahead.
It seems kind of wild, doesn't it? Why don't you post anything? Because I have too much video.
So what was the first show?
What's the
What
question?
was your first show? You
First
say this is
video.
show number 2. What was your first show? When were you
I'm
on?
still not catching the word. What was your first
show?
What was your first show? I'm talking about Philip Coshatt. You're telling me this is your number 2 show? Yes.
No, this is my second
I'll
show.
get closer so you can hear me.
Hey, this was my second show.
Stop talking
That's what I'm
Southern.
saying. This is show number 2.
We got people here from Indiana.
What was the first show?
I didn't have a first show.
Well, why are you calling it the second show?
Had a test
Because this
pilot.
is show number 2. Because I
First
already had
one-
one show. Where were you, Scott?
Scott, where were you?
You know who the traveling Wilburys
What was the
are?
first show then?
Yeah.
Okay, the first show was the Shatt Show, number 1.
It was a test
Do you know who
pilot.
the traveling
When
Wilburys
was
are?
it? Let me try again. When was it?
2 weeks ago, Monday night at 7 o'clock.
intro.
I must not have been there. That's what it was. I was. I don't think I had a show.
you were all tied up in tornado damage and stuff like that.
Yeah,
that's where you were at.
Yeah, you had your own show to do.
Yeah.
No, actually, I didn't do that show.
No,
that
he
that
didn't.
week.
He didn't. Because I turned around earlier today and I said, okay, what time did you put down? You put
6 o'clock.
Yeah, and I thought you were
It's
coming on the same
Eastern
time as
time.
me. And I'm like, crap, I just stepped on somebody else's toes. Okay, I need to stop doing that. And then I looked on Facebook. Well, I looked on YouTube and it shows you the correct time the show starts. And it said 5 o'clock. And I go, oh, good. All right. So no, I didn't. I've had, this is my second show, Scott. And first show I had the first show I had B-Rad on.
Oh,
Yeah,
DJ, I got to do this. I got to throw that up here.
the asthma Shatt Show.
And then I'm going to take off your bra. Then I'm going to take off your shoes.
Where's Ronnie with his joke now? So, talking about Siri laughing and why they were whispering. So, you don't remember that he's told that joke about 5 times now. I keep seeing it. So it's so why are you whispering? Because Zuckerberg is listening to me. And Zuckerberg laughed, Siri laughed, Alexis laughed, everybody laughed. So
I agree with you, TJ.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. What's the one that said the video I seen the other day? It was he goes, hey Alexa, Siri, and all of a sudden she came on, she goes, who's this Alexa bitch? Oh, all right. Well, we got 5 more minutes in the mix before Grumpy Vlogger comes on. Like I said, me and Scott's in the same boat together. We don't want to step on people's toes. Jim, man, it's always a pleasure, and I really do appreciate it.
No problem.
What's your next venture in life?
I think next month I might actually look for a
job. We ain't got enough time. We don't have enough time for that.
You're telling me.
No. What are you doing? What are you doing, Jim?
Well, I think
what Johnny said.
Yeah. Alexa, play Poop Noodle.
All right. Well, I don't want to step on anybody's toes like Jim's doing. Anyway, I appreciate it. Really, I do.
Stop.
Anyway, I'm gonna end the show. and on that note, Dennis, thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me on.
Scott,
I appreciate it.
Pleasure as always, sir. I hope you're catching up in everything and all the damage and everything that's going on. And
I got 5 to do tomorrow, and then I got 5 the next day. So
wow,
yeah, this place got hit hard. It's whatever. It is what it is. So.
Yeah.
It's not getting any easier, but we will survive. I know we all will, because we all do survive, and we'll keep going. That's all we can do.
What's your mother's or your stepmother's name, by the way, Philip, so I can put it on the list?
My mother-in-law.
That's what I meant, mother-in-law. Yes.
Randa.
Okay, I'll do it. Thanks.
Oh no, thank you. I really do. Thank you. And we need all the help we can get. That's for sure.
RANDA.
Randa.
Short for veranda by any chance?
No, just
No?
Randa. No, I thought that years ago too. But
Huh.
no, it's short for Randa. I mean, no, Randa.
It's just Randa. Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah. So
okay. Well, great to see everybody.
All right, kids.
y'all too. Jim, thank you, sir. Scott, thank you. Dennis, thank you. Thank all y'all out there. Johnny Drone Flyer. Johnny says made his Alexa come on.
I was surprised he didn't wake mine up. She must be sleeping soundly.
Hey, John.
She's sleeping
John
somewhere.
and John and Johnny.
All right, guys. Well, thank y'all so much. And Grumpy Vlogger's coming up next. Y'all go head his way, and we'll go from there.
Sounds good.
As soon as I find my outro, Jim's all over the place over here.
It's a lot harder than it looks, huh?
Yeah, it is. Sometimes it is when you got 20 million items on the side. All right, here we go. See y'all later.
Lights are low, the screens do glow. Time to start the Shatt Show. Drones are flying high and low. Everybody says hello. The Shatt Show, here we go. Drones and chit chat all aglow. The Shatt Show, feel the flow. Nothing like it head to toe. Chit chat puts the night away. Every word a part we play. Feeling fine and here to stay. In the spotlight, wave and sway. The Shatt Show, here we go. Drones and chit chat all aglow. The Shatt Show, feel the flow. Nothing like it head to toe. All the lights and sounds lifting off the ground. In the air, we're bound. Magic all around. The Shatt Show, here we go. Drones and chit chat all aglow. The Shatt Show, feel the flow. Nothing like it head to toe. All the lights and sounds lifting off the ground. In the air, we're bound. Magic all around. The Shatt Show, here we go. Drones and chit chat all aglow. The Shatt Show, feel the flow. Nothing like it head to toe.
Man, that is so